Hey everybody, welcome back. Welcome back to Tales from the Blackwater. We're back on the Caloosahatchee again today. We're gonna go fish some of our oxbows. It's pretty windy today, but we're gonna go try some of our favorite spots, see if we can't get a bass or two, maybe a snook, who knows. So come along on the ride. Let's go see what we can catch. See you there. Hey everybody, we're back at our favorite starting spot here. We'll call this oxbow number one. The site of my biggest bass in this river, the site of the most bass I've caught in this river. I just generally enjoy fishing this spot. We're starting with a new frog today. New frog, a Booyah Pad Crasher, green and yellow. The other day, I fixed up this here Calcutta 250 reel, Shimano Calcutta, and trying it out today. Picked up a new rod, a Berkeley Lightning rod, 7-foot, medium heavy, lightning rod shock. So far so good. I like the feel of it. So stick with us, I'm sure we'll find something to catch. We found some fish here the other day and lost them. Well, not lost the fish, lost the footage due to SD card failure, another one. We seem to have quite a few of those. That's what we get for using cheap SD cards. This is just bass fishing heaven. This is one of my favorite places I've found to fish, is in this particular oxbow or creek. It's quite a nice little spot here. See, it's nice and quiet here off the main lake. You know, and that's what I like about fishing. It's not always about the catching of the fish. It's about the peace and quiet and tranquility of all of it, and contemplating life, you know, and the decisions of life. To me, fishing is a spiritual thing. I'm not the most religious man in the world, but I do believe that one can commune with God by fishing and or hunting or whatever, taking in the beauty of his creation here. You know, and there's certainly some beautiful creation where we're at today. And I really enjoy this spot. You know, the other point of some of these early videos is to show you that you don't always need $25,000 worth of electronics, $2,000 trolling motors, and all this other stuff to catch nice fish. You know, I work on marine electronics for a living quite often, so you would think that I wouldn't be the one saying that you don't need all that stuff to catch fish, but in reality you don't. In reality, you can catch fish if you know how to think like a fish and know where to look. I mean, I'm not on a brand new boat by any means. I don't have a brand new 4-stroke. I don't have a brand new trolling motor. I do have some fancy electronics, but I want to show you today that we are sans electronics today. I've got the camera and a cell phone with me. That's all I've got. So let's see what we can do without electronics. Now, granted, I don't need it necessarily here to navigate, because I'm in a river and it goes one way and then it goes the other. But you know, you can catch fish without all these fancy things. It's a bit warm today. I don't know if topwater is going to be doing all that much today, but we'll find out. Today is one of those days where sometimes I wish I had a little more oomph behind my trolling motor, but it is what it is. We've got a 55-pound thrust Endura trolling motor that I've shoved into my old Minn Kota Riptide bracket from my last boat, because that's the upgrade. That's what we could put on here. That's what we could afford. You know, I'm not sponsored by anybody but myself, so sometimes I'm known to rig something up that maybe other people wouldn't, but it's what I've got to work with. And you know, if you want a $2,000 trolling motor, and I certainly do, then by all means go get it. But it's not necessary. Spot lock would be nice. I gotta say, spot lock would be nice. But other than that, you know, we do pretty well with what we've got here. This new reel seems to be, well, old reel. I've had this thing for probably 20 years. It was in pretty bad shape. It was pretty grungy, nasty, old grease, really grinding and just not performing at all. The drag was pretty much locked up, and we pulled the whole thing apart and we cleaned it and we oiled it and we greased the drag washer and all that good stuff, put everything back. We changed out the anti-reverse roller clutch because that had failed. So everything seems to be in working order now. Now all we gotta do is catch fish on it. I know there'll be one in here somewhere. Ooh, we had a fish. We had a bite, guys. We had a bite. He didn't want to pick it up a second time. There is a bass in there, guys. I just saw him come out. We got a good one, guys. Oh, we got a good one. We got a good fish. Come on, baby, get out of there. Oh, we lost him. No. Holy crap, guys. I don't know if that made it on camera. I just got a humongous strike right as I was shutting the camera off for the next clip. Big, giant bass just struck right where I'm at there. Man, what a strike. I had him hooked for a second, I think. I did, maybe. I went to set the hook and I didn't have my drag tight. Oh, rookie mistake. Yeah. I ain't supposed to make that mistake. That was the one. Guys, now's a good time to show you what kind of soft plastics we're using today. Let's get into the case here. Case number 1. And we are using the culprit 7.5 inch and 10 inch and sometimes 12 inch red shad today. We might go back and forth between red shad and black, maybe black and blue, but that bass just ate a 10 inch red shad culprit, so that's what we're going to put right back on here. And see if we can't pull out a bass maybe out of these pads. Wrong rod. We need this guy here. Then we're going to stop for a little lunch break, add a little charge to the camera, have a snack, something to drink. Oh, there he is. Oh, I missed him. I missed him. There he is. There he is. Come on. Oh, you don't want to take it. He just kind of thump, thump, and then goes away. Oh. It's over. Break time's over. It's time to get back at it. Time to go catch them up. See you at the next spot. Okay guys, let's take a minute and talk about boating safety. You can never be too safe out here. I mean, you can see I'm close enough to land that I could swim to land, but hell, I might get eaten by a gator by doing it. You know, you always want to make sure that you have enough life jackets for yourself and everybody on board. And it's a good idea to have 1 or 2 extra if you have room. You always want to have your flotation cushion and easily accessible. My flotation cushion is under the back hatch. My life jackets are under the front hatch with my trolling motor battery, along with my fire extinguisher, my first aid kit, my whistle, my air horn, my anchor's under here with plenty of rope, and I just bought another 50 foot of rope just in case. I mean, this is just a little flats boat and I don't go offshore, but you can never have too much rope. I'm getting an EPIRB here very soon, and for those of you who don't know what an EPIRB is, that stands for Emergency Position Indicating Radio Beacon, and it will provide rescue agencies with your position in the event that you have an emergency. If you sink the boat, you can have a hydrostatic release so that it releases when the EPIRB submerges underwater, and it will notify not only the law enforcement agencies, rescue agencies, it will also notify whoever you have on your contacts list. It's a very, very useful piece of kit to have. It's mandated on our commercial fishing boats, and for good reason, but they make smaller versions for smaller vessels, and they're about $400. They're not the cheapest thing in the world, but they are worth their weight in gold if you ever need one. If you ever actually, God forbid, need your EPIRB, you would probably sell your house just to get it. It's one of those things. It's like a gun. It's like pepper spray or anything else. You hope to God you never need it, but if you do need it, it's better. Ooh, that was a nice fish. It's better to have it than not. So I'm gonna get one of those, because I do fish in the Everglades a lot, and when you're down there, there's a lot of times that you go 30, 40, 50 miles, you never see another soul. You're long way out of radio range. If you're on a small boat like this, you're out of cell phone service. There's not much you can do down there. So an EPIRB might be your only option, your only chance at survival. Again, let's hope to God we never need it. I have been rescued by the Coast Guard one time before. While I was offshore grouper fishing, I ran into some major problems on my boat. And, well, they weren't so major, but there were major weather issues that compounded things, and I wound up getting rescued. Long story, I'll save it for Fishtail Fridays next week. But in any event, the background I make sure I have all the appropriate safety gear. You never know when stuff can happen, and stuff happens really fast on the water. It happens faster than you think. I Had a guy on a boat that I worked on. I wasn't there this day, but crewman got a trap stuck in the prop of the boat, and he wrapped his hand up in the rope, which you're never supposed to do. Don't ever wrap your hand in a rope if it's going to be pulled on by anything. And when the captain didn't see it, and when the captain put the boat in reverse, it basically just ripped the guy's hand completely off. Little bass spot that I've caught fish off of here, so let's see if we can get one on the worm. Yep, got him. Oh, that's a nice one. Oh, that's a nice fish there. That's a nice fish. Oh, yeah. Yeah, buddy. Come on, buddy. There we go. There we go. Oh, yeah. Nice little Caloosahatchee bass. Couple pounder, 2.5 pounds. Nice fish. I had a feeling he was going to be right there. All right, guys, we got one on the frog. Nice couple pounder. GoPro's charging right now. I'll turn it back on here shortly. Nice fish. Cast like that ought to get rewarded. That was too good. Had a hit. Ooh, that was a snook. Holy moly, that was a snook. Oh boy.